It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Bucks come into town for this one. We are in Indiana for some Pacers basketball. This hometown crowd ready to go. 2K Sports and the NBA welcomes you to our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. We've got Allen and Douglas. And for the Pacers, and Miller. Milwaukee made the playoffs, but they have some room to improve on the road.
Well, 18 up and 23 down. Not terrible, but clearly an area that needs to be polished up a bit, especially if they want to be a dominant team in the East. They've got to get that road win total up.
Douglas against Jackson. Baker is guarded by Davis, and that is good.
Boy, I tell you what, it's always a good feeling to get the first points of the game. I don't care who you are.
A moment to check in with Doris Berg. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I caught up with the Bucks head coach. According to him, their focus defensively is going to be on the interior. They'd love to force the majority of shots to come from outside, but he recognizes that may be easier said than done, guys.
Thank you, Doris.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot.
And here are the Bucks now. Here's Douglas. Connects. Bucks on D. Davis kicks to Miller. Let's go with the three. Good.
You know what? That was good defensive effort. But on a shooter like him, sometimes it just isn't enough.
The dub off. Tipped.
Just because you can pass at the last second doesn't mean you should make a habit of it.
Outside Jackson. Shoots from the corner, and Davis can't get it to go.
They'll allow him to get that off all day.
And here's Miller. It's one-on-one. And he flushes it through. Sprite slam cam with the replay.
Great D leads to easy offense.
Here is Douglas. 19 seconds left in the first. Takes it up. Allen, that's good.
Nice feed inside. Sets his teammate up for the easy deuce.
And here's Jackson. Now Miller. And he makes it look so easy, laying it right in. Miller's got his second bucket of the night. 1 second left. And that's off as he tries to beat the buzzer. In our first quarter of play over, some good numbers on the board so far. Pacers out in front, up by 3.
Well, they're scoring with ease. They've definitely hit the ground running.
And the second quarter getting underway. It's been a close one so far. Here's Jackson. Clark, thinking about the Pacers in the Central Division, 3 teams in the Central made the playoffs last year, the Cavs, the Bucks, and the Bulls. A very rugged place to play.
It is a rugged place to play, and the Pacers alongside the Pistons are the teams that did not, those who didn't make the playoffs. The Pacers had a 6-10 record against the other teams in the Central, and that's just not good enough.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, and Robinson stuffs it in.
He has the ability to turn every dunk into something special, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, even when you're waiting for a jam like that, it still pulls you away.
Yeah, it's special.
The and one is good, so a 3-point play that time. And Clark, the Pacers lost the season series to all but one team in the Central.
But the team that did handle was the Pistons, and they gave it to them, winning all 4 meetings.
Miller inside, defended by Allen. Davis. Number 27. Gillies snatches it inside.
You can't D up a layup any better than that. Nice work.
Oh, man.
Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
Here's Jackson. 1:03 left in the second. Defended by Douglas. Throws it up. And that was good by Miller. Miller's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Here's Douglas. Connects from in close. Here's Jackson. Defended by Douglas. Miller for 3. Baker gets the board inside. They can make this a 2-for-1 opportunity. Goes up. Allen, that's good. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
Good job of leading his man right to the rim for the bucket.
Pass to Miller from downtown. And that one's good.
Just like the one he had in the first. He's a dangerous shooter out there.
So it's Milwaukee. Douglas with it. Five to shoot. Beyond the arc. And it's Miller with the rebound. And the first half is now in the books. Back in a moment from Indianapolis.
It's Thursday night action in the NBA. Welcome, everyone. Let's get right into our HP halftime report. A tight one for the Bucks, squaring off against the Indiana Pacers. Close-range shots, their bread and butter early on. A gigantic lead in points in the paint. A nice first half by Ray Allen. Lighten up that scoreboard. He's made it ring like a pinball machine. But the Pacers getting after it as well. Just a shooting exhibition so far. It seems like they can't miss from long range. And that's it for now. We'll send you back out to the second half. Thanks so much for watching the HP Halftime Report.
And as the quarter again, both teams have been trading blows like prize fights. It's a close ball game. Here's Jackson. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. And for the Pacers, a 32-50 record overall last season, number 10 in the Eastern Conference.
Not what they expected, Kevin, but at home, the Pacers did end up 23-18.
And Davis. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Douglas against Jackson. Here's Baker. No good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. And Clark, home court advantage really can be a huge boost to a team, can it?
And you find it being the case more with younger teams, Kevin, because it really does give a team like that a burst of energy. But for any team, it helps.
Nice job at the line, and that one falls to pick up the and one. Bucks trail by 4. Allen inside. He's against Miller. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 6 points.
That's a nice double clutch move there on the layup.
Ray Allen, even at his age, is still a sight to behold when he takes that jump shot.
Yeah, he really is. He's got one of the sweetest jump shots we've ever seen in the history of the game. As pretty a shot as we'll see. And not just because it looks good, it goes in too.
Here's Douglas. Here's Shitty. Up high and down hard.
Despite his height, he's choosy with his dunks. But when he does, make way.
Here's Jackson. No points for him. Here's Miller. And close in the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. You got to stop the layup there. Make him earn his points from the line.
And that one misses. The Pacers making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. Here is Douglas. They can end up with a final possession depending on how they play the clock. Shilgi backs in.
That was an explosive move there to blow past his man for the dunk. That one's for the highlight reel.
Here's Best. Allen with the rebound.
In the best of circumstances, that's going to be a tough shot for him. And that was not the best of circumstances.
Here's Shitty. And yep, that falls, and the foul is called. We'll see him shoot one from the free throw line. He can't complete the three-point play. Number 9. It's off. Douglas with it. Here it goes. Oh, he got it! Oh, buzzer!
Knock it down!
Shot.
Right at the horn. Oh, my goodness. What a shot. All that Sunday school paid off.
And the third quarter is over, and a good finish looks to be in store for all of us. You have to like what we're seeing from Ray Allen.
Yeah, not flashy numbers, but his presence has definitely been felt out there. It's the little things, Kevin. He's getting them done.
And we'll see you in just a moment. And now let's head to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. The spark in this game, the big push we saw by the Bucks. They came out of halftime chomping at the bit, made their run in the third, and are staying with it, guys.
And thank you, Doris. That run was a defining moment for sure.
Yep, that's exactly when it all came together.
Here is Douglas. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Gets rid of it. It's blocked. Pacers trail by 4. Here's Rose, and jammed in for 2 good eyes and hands there, set it up.
When the margin's this tight, every basket starts to take on a little bit more meaning.
And here is Robinson. On the line. And he hits the jumper for 2.
These clubs have been lighting up the scoreboard all game long.
Now here's Jackson. Defended by Douglas. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Looks like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 3. Off on the second.
That makes it a one-possession game, but I'm sure he wishes he could have that one miss back.
Here's Robinson. And Indiana has possession. They trail by 3. Poked away. Jackson passes to Davis. And it's off. Questionable decision-making there. Less than 1 minute left. Now Douglas. Nice move. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
And look at how he posed on the rim for a few seconds after that one. That's never going to endear you to your opponents. They don't like that kind of stuff.
No, he was enjoying that one so much he didn't want to let go.
Yeah, I think he was throwing salt in the wound, though.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, the head coach for the Pacers, had some instruction for his guys during that break. He told them, keep pushing hard to the end. Just finish out these last few minutes, and we'll be able to go away with a W. Kevin?
And a change here for the Pacers. Here's Miller, and he lays that one up and in. And they draw to within 3.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for him.
Allen, that's good.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
This is a crucial possession for him. A lot at stake here. The Pacers give up possession.
Appears like somebody needs a jolt of coffee because he wasn't paying attention there.
Here is Douglas. And so they will intentionally foul him. Here is Douglas. Sinks the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Perfect from the line, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. He drained them all to raise the lead.
And the Pacers call time here. They trail by 7. 12 seconds left to the fourth. Clark, what are your thoughts?
They're going to drop a play here, but it's probably too little too late. This game is really just about out of reach.
Miller, no luck on the 3-point attempt. To Allen. A 10-footer, and that one's good. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Right on the verge of victory now. They don't need much more than to just take care of the basketball.
And so the Bucks take the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Well, that'll do it for us. For Clark Kellogg and Doris Burke, Kevin Harlan saying so long. As we end the game, we bring you our Jordan Grant Player of the Game.